Hello, my lovelies. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody is doing well and you've had a decent start to your work week. My work week's been a little bumpy, but that's per usual this time of year. Per usual. Last week when we met, I was going back to work. And last Wednesday, I had a great day, and that's when we had Witchy Wednesday, and I had done well, and I was going back to work the next day. I went back to work the next day, and my body couldn't take it. And in the middle of my work day, I completely had a system shutdown. System shutdown means that my pressure went from not having a whole lot of, it's a pain thing, but it wasn't a big deal that day, to having a lot of pressure in my head and the pain being so intense that it makes my face go numb. So I had a good 20 minutes to get home, and I got home and laid down. A few hours later, after laying down and taking some medicine to make it stop, I talked to my boss, and we decided that would be best for me to stay at home for the rest of the year. And that made me really sad because I really was trying hard. So my work didn't go great. I am still teaching from home. I get to do that, so that's cool. But little bummed. I hope everybody, like I said, is having a better work week than I am. If you are here and you want your cards read, do me a favor. Let me know in chat. Say hello and introduce yourself, so that way I can pull a card for you. I do have a new deck. Yeah! My husband spoils me. He can never wait. Hey, Allie! Oh, you love the green hair. Yes, I had that done on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday was Beltane, and on Beltane you plant things. It's time of fertility. I loved how somebody said it on TikTok. They said it's the pagan Valentine's Day on steroids. And that is adequate. It's an adequate description. But yeah, so on Beltane, I decided to replant myself. And I gave myself my green hair back because I really, really like myself with green hair. So, hey, Gail, how are you? I know, it's like, I don't know. I think I should have been natural. Like, there should be naturally green-headed people. I believe this in my soul now. Like, I would have never thought lime green. Let's turn my hair lime green. The first time it happened, total accident. And when it happened, I didn't hate it. I was like, all right, let's keep it. And so last time it was darker on the bottom, lighter on the top. So this time we put it darker on the top and lighter on the bottom, and I really liked it. Yes. Hey, Winston's mom, you're back. How are you? Exactly. Like, if this is the result of a lousy day, then let's have some lousy days, shall we? Like I said, my husband is he spoils me. He can't ever keep Mother's Day gifts or any gifts secret. Once they come in the mail, he's like, here. And so he hands me my Mother's Day gifts, and he got me something really cool. Now, my husband does not believe the same way I do at all, but he respects what I believe. And so when I gave him a list of things that I would like, the tarot deck was on that list, along with many other things. And he said, because I have been enjoying these live sessions so much, he wanted to give me more of what I enjoyed. And so he bought me the tarot deck that I had been wanting. I've never owned the Rider-Waite deck, the traditional deck. And I saw these, and I thought this is up my alley. These are beautiful. So we're going to be reading from this. I'm going to warn you, though, And excuse the language, these cards are assholes. These cards, I say that, but my definition of that word is something or someone who completely tells the truth. Thank you, my love. And my husband just brought me my dinner because we've been running kind of ragged, so he just brought me my chicken nuggets. But these these cards will tell you the truth whether you like it or not. Today I was asking questions of my deck, and the answers that I got were basically like, you know the answers already. Why are you bothering us? Why? So Aaron, if you're in here, be prepared. This will yell at you a lot. But I did find that this particular deck really likes to have an accompaniment. It likes to have the oracle along with it. And it's weird. I've never had a deck that wanted like an accompaniment. But for some reason, every time I read from this deck, I have that little go get the oracle as well. So it's an interesting 2-for-1 kind of thing going on here. All right. So let me know if you'd like to have your cards read by a deck that tells only the truth. Only the truth. Even the truth you don't like, it will tell you. Yeah. Thank you, Winston's mom. You know, it's we met in the most English teachery ways that you could ever meet somebody. I used to write a blog about being a single parent, and I did not know that I had readers. Like, I was that naive. I just thought that like I wrote it for myself, right? And he was a reader of my blog. And so he sent me a message one time, and he just wanted to compliment my writing, and that the way that I write made him feel like I understood everything. And so I kind of did my little, us girls, we do, like, if we think somebody's cute, then we start we look at all their socials. Well, that was only MySpace back in the day. I thought he was cute. Found out that he was kind of a good guy. At least he looked like he was a good guy. And so I was like, you want to have coffee? After we had been talking back and forth. And you want to have coffee? And so I met him at a Books A Million. He doesn't even drink coffee. Gail, you remember that? Yeah. He doesn't even drink coffee. And then he didn't talk to me the whole time. He didn't talk to me the whole time. He had a friend that was there just by coincidence, and her and I talked more than him and I talked. So I didn't think he liked me. And then he asked me on an official date. And of course I said yes, because I thought he was a good guy. And yes, he was a great guy. And you see the smile on my face. We've been together almost 15 years now, and he makes me smile still. I tell everybody I am very, very lucky to have the husband that I do. But he's a lot like these cards. He will tell you the truth, even when you don't want to hear it. So. I did not, Winston's mom. Again, see, I'm not into astrology, so it wasn't like a thing that I thought about. The only thing that I thought about was him and I are both Aquariuses. And because of that, we honor each other's space. Because if you know what Aquarius, we're fiercely independent people. and we're weird. And we need our space to be weird. And so I think that's the thing, is that we respect each other's space. And we also respect each other's truth. And we never once asked that person to change. Like, you know, he can be a grumpy old man some days, but I love that grumpy old man. You know? Yeah, the Aquarius gang. Us weirdos gotta hang out and then leave. Okay, all right. I'm sorry. I'm being too goofy today. Allie wants a reading. Gail wants a reading. Thank you, Winston's mom. Thank you. Yeah. Please like and subscribe. I am still editing Seraphina's video, by the way. All right. So I have looking at the Q again. Q is Allie and then Gail. Okay. The Ace of Swords, Allie. Wait, again. New deck. I gotta show off the cards. Like, I just love the artwork. But I dig that old style. My house is slowly becoming like an oddity shop, so like this is the color scheme that's going on in the house right now. So the Ace of Swords. Triumph, the excessive degree in everything. Conquest, triumph of force. A card of great force in love as well as in hatred. Triumph, the excessive degree in everything. Conquest, triumph of force. See what I mean? Like, it's got like this weird triumph over what? Triumph over strength. Are you okay, Allie? This is what I'm taking away from it. This is how I feel this reading goes. We have already discussed that you are doing what I call shadow work. You are working on healing yourself, healing misconceptions you have about yourself, and starting to set healthy boundaries for others and for your own self. So this particular thing is talking about that. I said the card said triumph, triumph by force. This is, you are building your autonomous strength. What I mean by that is, when we first decide that we're going to stand on our 2 feet and we are not going to let people push us around, a good strong wind will knock us down. A good strong wind will knock us down. We are not used to standing on our own 2 feet. But after a while, we start forcing ourselves to plant during a strong wind. We're forcing ourselves to have that strength. You will not break me. I am going to do exactly what I want to do. You will not break me. And that is what you're saying to yourself right now. That's what this reading is about, is that the universe is recognizing that moment in your growth. This "you will not break me" moment, this forced strength to stay on my 2 feet. Got it? The universe is recognizing it. It is understanding it, and it is looking at you and is very proud of that moment you are having. Okay? Take this as the universe tipping its hat at you. Well done, girl. Well done. Okay? That's exactly what this is. All right. Who would you say is the smartest zodiac sign? Winston's mom. I'm going to divert to you on that one because I really don't know. Great question, Army. Allie, I'm trying to find a new place to move in. There you go. That's it. So you are finally, and again, it's that I'm sure a good strong wind feels like it'll knock you over. Like if he says one thing, it just tumbles down, right? House of Cards. So you're constantly just planting. I'm planting myself. And, Winston, I agree with that as far as what you're saying is like, maybe it is the new beginning part of that card. And I agree because this is a new step for her. This is something that she hasn't done before, and it is part of that growth. So I absolutely agree. The smartest zodiac sign, well, I am a Gemini. Go Googling and see what the smart. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I've known some pretty smart Virgos. Pretty smart, but then also I've known some brilliant Sagittariuses. So I know a lot of angry Leos. A lot of angry Leos. What is it? Oh, see, the smartest zodiac sign is actually a tie between the Aquarius and Scorpio, astrologists say. But they share the top spot for two very different reasons. Those born under the Aquarius sign have the highest levels of analytical intelligence. That's right. Which is measured by cognitive ability and IQ. Yes. Hey, Lori, how are you feeling? Oh my goodness, how are you doing? I'm an Aquarius mood and certainly not smart about my feelings. I am more air signs thinking first. When we talk about Aquarius, like I'm an Aquarius through and through. I am the epitome of the weird Aquarius. Everything. I did recently read Capricorn. And there's some personalities that like, okay, all right. But yeah, Winston's mom, I've never studied astrology. Maybe that's what we should do for a Witchy Wednesday one day is let's learn how to do a star chart. A natal chart. Nope, that's not a Wednesday. I was gonna like, nope, that's not a Wednesday. I have mad respect for everybody that can remember those. Like I said last time, my brain is not spatially conducive. So astrology falls underneath there. If you give me a name like Aquarius, I can remember the personality traits. But if you give me, there's the constellation. That's what you're going to see me do. I'm like, that star? No. Oh, that, huh? I'm so not spatially aware. Very dramatic when you're alone. Got it. That would be cool. Well, you know what? Let's see if we can plan that. Let me see if I can feel comfortable enough with it to facilitate that learning, because that would be cool. Tomorrow I am probably going to do a simple spell with you guys. Like how this is what I want to do. I had to recently redo my money spell. So I was thinking of showing you guys how I do a money jar. Not really a money jar, it's like a money pot spell, and have you guys be able to do it from your home, because a lot of these things you would have in your home with you. So tomorrow, that's what I figure I'm going to do, is like a little money spell. Maybe we can plan for next Wednesday to do the natal charts. I'm liking this. Oh. Aha. All right, Gail. Gail, it is your time to have these cards. These cards are, I'm telling you, these cards are crazy. Like I read for, I won't say for fun. I will occasionally pull cards for TikTok and not put any hashtags. So whoever it lands on, it was for them to see. So I pulled a card earlier, and basically the card was like, girl, somebody's talking behind your back. You better watch yourself. Double dealing man. He's right over there. Like, that's exactly how the card came out. I was like, all right, these cards aren't nice. Read you fifth? Filth? Did you just call me filth? What? Oh, okay. All right. Lori, you want a reading too, don't you? And is Arby still here? Did Arby want a reading? I'm not sure. Give you the worst. Give you the worst. Okay. I will. She asked for honesty. All right, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. So we know that has to do with like fortune, right? The money, right? Yes. All right. These are exceedingly contradictory. In the main, it is a card of money, business, and barter, but one reading gives altercation, quarrel, and another innocence, ingenuity, and purgation. I will admit that having this deck really makes me think. And it helps me though, because I can I can feel where I'm having to kind of attach a little bit more of that energy. So this is a card basically about money and business and bartering, but it comes with a quarrel. Comes with a transformation. Comes with a transformation. All right. So in other words, what you are doing right now as a way to make money, you will be transforming that particular aspect of your life probably have already gotten an offer or interview. Gail, you have in my head a fork. Okay? And we are right at the where the road forks. Okay? So this is a conversation in your head about how do I make money? This is a very oversimplified way of saying it, but it's like, how do I make money? Do I continue this route that I'm on, or do I diverge and take a more creative route? And so the thing that it's talking about with quarreling is quarreling with yourself. You are having this argument with yourself about what is the best option for Gail. And unfortunately, there is no answer. That fork in the road will take you in the same direction. Up. Just decides which path are you more comfortable with proceeding up. Does that make sense, Gail? Yeah, Winston's mom, the way that I read cards is we've talked about it before on the video, is very different than most people. The card is a tool for me to tap into an energy. It's a tool for me to be able to pull the staticky lines away and see the words, because that's where my divination comes from, is the words. So the tarot is less about the tarot and more about the wording that the tarot gives me. I pull intuitively and not in an actual deck, and not deck. Sorry, my brain was like, I'm not talking to you right now. I pull just by feel and intuition. And so then when I am honestly at this point believing the reason why my brain refuses to hold on to card meaning, and I mean refuses to hold on to card meaning, is because my gift comes with the sight of words. Like, I have to be able to see the word in order to see the energy and pull that static feeling away. I know that I have not heard of anybody doing anything like this. I don't know why I do it this way. I just know that from the time I started reading tarot, this is how it's worked. It's, you look at the card meaning, and there's certain words that lift up off the page. Like, legitimately, they look bolded to me. They feel bolded to me. So that's just, it's a weird way of doing it. Just yeah. Yep. I am the third thing. I am the third thing. Wow. That's so funny. Did you want a reading? I can't remember if you asked for one or not, Winston's mom. And I know that you told me your other name last week, but again, that's another thing that... And Lori, we got to get you read. Do you want a reading? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. I got this thing in my head. Does she really want a reading from these cards? All right, these cards are being interesting. I am definitely going to be pulling you an oracle with that one when we get your card. All right. Lori, there's a hum to you. There's a buzzing. I'm not sure why. The Hermit. The Hermit. Interesting. Prudent, dissimulation, corruption, and roguery. One, I love the word roguery, and that's the word that stuck out was roguery. So, what did you go rogue on? What did you go rogue on that you're nervous about? Wisdom. You went against your own better judgment. You went against your own better judgment. This is something new, something recent, not something last week, like within the last 72 hours. Within like the last 72 hours. You think you know? Like, and I don't, what I'm picking up, this is what I'm picking up. I'm picking up, this is something that you did not speak. Like, you have thought in your head, but it has not been an action. It's the inaction. And you're second guessing the inaction. Yeah. Something, it's, you are, yeah, that's what's coming through. That is what is absolutely coming through, is that there is something that you have in the last 72 hours, that's what it feels like. You have not done something and it's gone against your better judgment. Like, you have not, yeah, it's just, that's the only words that keep coming through, is you have not done something against your better judgment. You kept thinking I should act and you didn't. And it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't a big deal. But then why bring it up? If it's not a big deal, then why bring it up? Slippery slope. Okay. Whatever you did against your better judgment, it wasn't that big of a deal. However, I need to remind you that there is a slippery slope. That there is letting someone step over a boundary and then it becomes a habit that happens over and over. Slippery slope. Remind her. Yeah. Okay. It could get bigger. Yeah. It could get bigger. So you let a boundary be crossed and it's a small boundary. It's not that big of a deal. It's very minor. But it can get bigger. So you do understand now. Okay, good. Good. All right. Winston's mom, I think you're next. For some reason, I always want to call you kiddo. And I don't know why like I don't know. I just want to call you kiddo. All right. Let's get you a card, Winston's mom. The Knight of Cups. I find it interesting. The imagery also is what gets me. And this knight is riding in, very proper, into battle. Like Knight of Cups. Arrival approach. Sometime that of a messenger advances proposition, demeanor, invitation, incitement. Incitement. Arrival approach. Sometimes that of a messenger. I need to. What are you delivering messages of? What is it that you're supposed to deliver a message of? Decision. Decision. Are you conveying somebody's decision? Are you making a decision for someone? A decision defaulted to you? Okay. Here's what I got. You've entered a situation in which now the decision defaults to you. So it is your job to deliver the decision, even though that was not your intention. But it is your job now, and you must carry out that job. A good idea decision. Yeah. Like Geminis are a little interesting when it comes to making decisions. Depends on which side of the Gemini you get. Well, it is a. Let's walk you through this. This is how it looks in my head. The image that I get in my head, it's a weird image. It's not. Most of the time, the images that I get are like flashes. Yours is a room. Yours is like a monochromed room. And so I walk into the monochromed room and there is an individual I can't tell, just individual in monochromed room. And they're just looking at you like the body language is like, all right, like your decision, it's up to you. And you're like standing above. So it's, you've taken the lead in this situation and the decision is being defaulted to you, even though that was not your intention, but the person is defaulting it to you anyways. So no problem. No problem. So yeah, all right, you got it then. You understood. I'm just curious, does the monochrome make sense to you? Because to me, it indicates like this is a very cut and dry kind of decision. It's just a black and white kind of thing. If you're, it's not a dance. It's not a dance. They're sitting in a chair. All right. So they're just kind of like, hey, what's up, man? Like, you, that's kind of thing. Yeah, that's the only thing I can come up with as far as the reason why I see a monochromed room is like the decision is just a black and white decision. Right or wrong. And you got to make that decision. So oh my god. I didn't read that book. I didn't watch the movies. I don't know. I could never get myself to. There's a Neil Gaiman short story that's a little sexy, and oh my god, guys, I can't even read that. All right, I can't read that kind of stuff. It makes me all kind of like, I don't know. I get all I don't know. I guess because when I read things and when I see words, everything comes to life for me, and just, no, it's okay. I don't need that in my life. It's fine. It's not me. Just a side funny note. Yeah. Okay, your breakfast nook, purple. Just saying. Just, I don't know where I got that color from. Just saying. All right. The other thing. Oh, by the way, Allie, I cannot put that painting up for sale. I don't know if you caught the video. The back side of the painting is warped all to crud and back. And there is all kinds of stuff on the back of it. So until I figure out how to repair that painting, it can't go for sale because I do not sell people crap. So I am working on another one, which I don't know what I want to do yet. I just got the background painted. Maybe a tree. I don't know. So we're working on another one. Exactly. And you know what? The book, from what I heard, was a pretty fun read. Purple is one of my favorite colors, but you know, it goes well with green too. That's right. Sit with royalty in a purple room. I am, by the way, for the first time in a very long time, having a glass of wine in a glass that I etched myself. I got a little spider on my glass. I etched my little spider on my wine glass. You know, I gotta have some spooky wherever I go. I'm reading chat, trying to see, like, catch up with everybody. All right. We are going to pull a card for the week, a guiding card. All right. We're pulling it from this deck. No, we're not. We're going to pull from Oracle. We're going to pull it from the Oracle. That's not a... Yeah, I just pulled a glass and I was like, you know what? I'm drinking out of it. It's fine. All right. What is our guide for this week? Motivate. Motivate. Oh my God. There's so many things that we need to be motivated to do. I said motivate, and all of you kind of went, I need some motivation. And you thought of like 5 different things at the same time in your heads. This is all what I need to do. I need to be motivated to do X, Y, and Z. So, motivation. We need to work on our motivation. What motivates you? What makes you want to do things? Are you motivated by somebody's smile? I know I am. I'm motivated by a smile. So if I could do something that makes people smile, I'll do it, right? I'm also motivated by joy. If it's going to bring me joy, I want to do it. Sometimes, though, there are jobs that bring me no joy. And it is in those jobs that we have to learn how to motivate ourselves, right? So we've got to find motivation this week. Motivation to do the things we don't want to do. What's going to motivate you? What are you going to choose as your motivation? Because you get to choose the way you go about this week. You can choose to go, great, I got to have motivation to do this crap, right? Or you can choose to be motivated that you are one step closer to Friday, and Friday gives me joy. So I'm going to go through this week with joy so that way when Friday gets here, I'm ready. I'm ready for the joy. That's so silly, I know. But yes, motivate. Let's get motivated to do the tough stuff and stay motivated to do the stuff that brings us joy. All right. All right, my lovelies. What do you have in there, Winston's mom? I see something in there. Motivate, more smiles than frowns. Yes. No waiting for their destiny. No waiting for your destiny to arrive. You create your destiny. You create your now. You create your reality. And that's one of my favorite parts about my belief system is I create my reality. So, with that, my loves, be happy, be safe. Tomorrow, we do Witchy Wednesday. And tomorrow, we're going to do a money spell. I'm going to show you 2. I'm going to show you an easy one that everybody probably has right now in their house, the ability to do. And then I'm going to show you one that requires a bowl that you can burn something in. Got it? So, I have little tiny baby cauldrons because I got them cheap at Michael's one time. But you can get anything. As a matter of fact, you don't really have to burn anything in this one. So, you just need a bowl. Just a bowl. That's all you need. A bowl. You can have a bowl that looks like this. Okay? Bowl. For tomorrow. Money spell. That's what we're working on. All right? All right. Yes, I love me some baby cauldrons. Winston's mom. They are my favorite thing because I love everything in miniature for some stupid reason. I blame that on being a child of the 80s. All right, my lovelies. Have a happy and safe night, and I will see you all later. Bye.